Managerial Economics. This is the second paper for MBA first year Bharatiyar University Distance Education. For this paper, now we are going to see that 15 important questions are repeatedly asking questions or expected questions. The first 5 questions of this managerial economics. First question: managerial economics is economics applied in decision making. Discuss. This question every year they are asking. Example: in May 2010, December 2008, December 2014, June 2010, December 2016, like that. In all question paper we can expect this question. Second one, question number 2: what are all the determinants of demand? That is, factors determining demand. This was asked in June 2008, May 2010. Next, question number 3: explain different market structure and its characteristics. This was asked in June 2019, December 2016, May 2008. Next, question number 4: explain price elasticity of demand. This was asked in June 2019, May 2009. Next, question number 5: explain objectives of a business firm. May 2010, December 2008, December 2014. These are all the first 5 questions of managerial economics. What we analyzed and we have taken, these are all the important questions or expected questions. So now we will see the answer for this first 5 questions. So first question was, managerial economics is economics applied in decision making. Discuss. We have to give the meaning for managerial economics. This was already we discussed. For all questions we have to give the meaning for that question. That is the topic, and after that only you have to give the sub points and answer for that. So as usual we are giving the meaning for managerial economics. So we all know that managerial economics is a study of economic theory, logic and tool of economic analysis that are used in the process of business decision making. Yes, it is correct. In business decision making we need this managerial economics support. This managerial economics theories, logic and tools for analyzing the business activities for making a decision. This is the meaning they have given. Next, here the question is whether this managerial economics is useful for business decision making. Yes, so managerial economics is useful for taking business decision related to demand analysis. So every business they will analyze their demand, what is their future demand for their product. So for analyzing those demand we can use this managerial economics, or managerial economics is useful for making demand analysis, like that. This is the first point. Second one is cost analysis. For analyzing the cost for each and every production we need to analyze the cost. Based on this cost only we can determine the price of a product, and then only we can fix our margin, that is our profit. So we need to analyze the cost, means definitely this managerial economics theories and tools will support us to make cost analysis. Next, production and supply analysis. Yes, how much to produce and what is our demand in the future. Like that, this production related analysis we want to do means definitely this managerial economics will support us. So next, pricing decision. What type of price we are going to fix for our products, or this is a new product or old product, or whether we need to improve our sales. Based on this category we will fix the price for a product. So this pricing decision is very very important in the business. So for making this pricing decision, this managerial economics supports a lot. So profit management is the next point. So every business firm is like to improve or increase their profit margin. So for this profit management, again this manager economics is supporting a lot. Next, question number 2. What is demand and the factors determining demand? So for this answer is, first we have to give the meaning for demand. Demand is the quantity of a goods that consumers are willing and able to purchase at various price during a given period of time. This is the meaning of demand, which means if a consumer is willing to buy a particular product at a different price, whatever may be the price in a particular period, he is ready to purchase a particular product is called demand. This is the meaning of demand. Next, what they have asked, no, factors determining demand. Which factors determine the demand for a product? First one, taste and preference. So based on the taste and preference of that product, the demand will be high or low. Next, second factor is income of the consumer. Yes, based on the affordability of the consumer. If the consumer's income is high, automatically he is ready to spend more. So the demand of that particular product may increase because of the income of the consumer. This is the second point. Next, price of the substitute. Substitute product means if a product is having another substitute, instead of consuming tea, a person can consume coffee also. So if the tea price is increases means automatically the coffee demand will increase. Reason, people are avoiding of purchasing tea. Instead of tea they will purchase coffee. Like the fourth one, number of consumer. Yes, based on this factor the demand may vary. So how many number of people are waiting to purchase our product, based on that the demand may vary. Expectation of future price rise. For example, for some product we are predicting that price may hike in the future, means automatically now everybody willing to purchase more this period. These are all the points for factors determining demand. These factors only determines the demand for a particular product. Third question is, explain different market structure and its characteristics. Answer, market structure. Market structure meaning we have to give. Market structure in economic terms, market structure means degree and nature of competition for goods and services. For a particular product, how much the competition they are facing, or how many number of seller and buyer are there in the market. Based on that, if we are classifying the market is called market structure. So types of market structure we will see here: perfect competition, monopolistic competition, oligopoly competition, and monopoly. Market structure into 4 category. So perfect competition means there are large number of buyer and seller. It means in the market we can see large number of buyer. In the same way seller also large number. So they will have different variety of products, and seller also having variety. In the same way buyer also is more number. If the market is like this means we can say this as perfect competition. Next, second one is monopolistic competition. This is also similar like the first one. Large number of seller as well as buyer, but only one difference is here there is no homogeneous product, which means we can feel the difference in the product what they are offering. So this is called monopolistic competition. Next, oligopoly. In this type of thing, the competition is among 3 or 4 people. In the market, the seller may be 3, 2 like that. Automatically we can see the product difference between these 3 only. Apart from that, we won't get any variety in the product. So this is called oligopoly. Next, last one, fourth one is monopoly. Monopoly means there is only one seller. So he is the only person selling that product. So no, there is no alternative. So whatever may be the product features he is giving and what the price he is fixing, that is the final. There is no alternative for this thing. This is called monopoly. These are all the market structure types. The fourth question is explain price elasticity of demand. So next, fifth one is explain objectives of a business firm. This is the fifth question. That is in this part, last question. Objectives of a firm. This is the question. Then as usual, then we have to give the meaning. And after that, what are the main objectives of a business firm? We all will know all business firm is having the following objectives. First one, maximization of growth rate. This is the first point. Second one, satisfactory or standard profit. This is the second point. Third one, long run survival and market share. Next, fourth one, maximization of managerial utility function. These are all the objectives of a business firm. So ultimately what the business firm aims, these are all the things. First one is maximization of growth rate. Growth rate means how they are growing in the business. They want to maximize that. So the second one is satisfactory or standard profit. Yes, everybody need profit, for that only they are doing the business. So their profit may be standard or satisfactory. Which next, third one is long run survival and market share. So every business firm want to capture the maximum market share. The fourth one is maximization of managerial utility function. Yes, we are revising. So for this all 5 questions I have given only hinted thing. If you want more explanation, as usual what we used to say. So already in our channel that playlist is there for this managerial economics. You please go through that. Definitely you will get more information. For managerial economics, these are all the 5 important questions. And beginning itself we told that we are going to give you some 15 questions. So balance 10 more is there. Now let me read out that 10 more questions. So sixth question. The sixth one is explain the advantages and disadvantages of large scale production. This question was asked in May 2010 and December 2014. Next, seventh one is explain elasticity of demand. This is the seventh question. This was asked in May 2010 and May 2009. Next, eighth one is explain the importance of national income. This was asked in May 2009 and December 2014. Next, question number 9. Explain economic of scale. This was asked in December 2014 and Jan 2019. Next, question number 10. What are all the main objectives of fiscal policy? This was asked in December 2014 and May 2010. 11th question. What is production function? This was asked in the year June 2019. 12th question. Explain the concept of break-even analysis. Again, this was asked in June 2019 and December 2014. Next, question number 13. Discuss the various phases of business cycle. This was asked in December 2014 and May 2010. Next, question number 14. Explain how price and output is decided under perfect competition. This was asked in December 2014 and May 2009. Next, last question. What are all the main objectives of price discrimination? This was asked in December 2014 and May 2010. Yes, these are all the 15 expected questions for the subject managerial economics are repeatedly asking questions. First 5 questions we have analyzed the answer, and balance 10 you please search the answer from the material and also in our solved question paper book and go through it and prepare well for this managerial economics. And one more thing, by seeing these videos many people are inquiring about our solved question paper books. Many people from Kerala also they are asking, in Coimbatore also they are asking whether there is any outlet over there to get the books. Not like that, we are monopoly in that. Once again I am telling reason, only from our place we are distributing to all students. So if you want me, here given the explanation, we follow the instruction what we are giving. Straight away you can order from us. We will dispatch you by courier to your doorstep.